Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Laith and I'm going to be drawing some more um, gestural drawing and studies using this Faber-Castell brush. It's pretty dry and I like it dry because it holds like a pencil. Last video we did this John Buscema study from a Conan comic. If you are interested in seeing how this one came to be, it's in real time, all in front of your eyes. Check out the last video. I really appreciate your support. And thank you for everybody who's recently joined and recently subscribed. That helps me out a lot. So I really don't know what I'm going to be drawing. I'm going to be flipping through an old comic and maybe doing some gestural drawings. I'm also working bit by bit on finishing my comic here. If you guys are interested in seeing how this develops, at some point I'm going to be doing live streams where I'm finishing those with you guys. So hopefully when we get enough engagement, we will be doing that. But for now, I'm going to just go back to the drawing board and we'll just play around. So I'll see you in a sec. Okay. So let's see. I'm trying to gather up enough reference here so I'm not going blind. And we'll get started. I might do. I really never know what I'm about to do. I'm not sure if I like the image that I've gathered, so I might just pick another one. All right. I might do a little scene here because we've been doing a lot of just figures alone. So doing a scene might be nice. Now, of course, this is not a small enough brush for a small enough figure like this, but it's a nice challenge to draw small. If you guys have been following me long enough, you know I have a problem with drawing too big and then I have to adjust proportions, which not an easy thing to do live and not an easy thing to do traditionally. That's one thing that digital kind of spoiled me to, like just resizing things. It's not a bad thing, it's just have the hair down here. I know my schedule here on YouTube have been inconsistent, but I'm trying to do. I've been pretty fairly consistent with weekends, but sometimes I have this like surprise video in the middle of the week, depending on my availability. I'll try to do more Tuesday ones. They seem to. I don't know. We'll see if they have engagement or not. I am so sad that I used to throw a lot of these dried out markers because they're just so nice to sketch with. I miss old comics when everybody had these like buccaneer boots. In the jungles. Now I'm actually gonna get maybe a less dry marker and do the kind of the other elements with. All right, let's do this. Man, I need a better way to put my references. Look at that. You can see the edge of it. What a tease. What a tease. Hey, this is drying out too. But it's pretty good. So let's have, I'm gonna improvise and change a few things. Do little vines. I like, there's like kind of this old school method of just doing things with a brush or a pen, but not filling in the blacks with complete blacks, but hatching your way through it. Not cross hatching, just hatching your way through something that's black. And I like that. I like leaving these white gaps and stuff. And I do look at this zigzaggy cross patterny thing. Maybe let's just close the composition off here because we can veer off forever. And I might actually use a pen for the rest of it, not this kind of flexible nib thing. But we want to just darken this area out. This is kind of a cool thing maybe to have. See, his boots got lost here and I kind of just don't want that to happen, so I'm gonna just make sure that these boots are clear and I'll fix it later. This is a cool thing to have in the beginning of a book, and then you write your first page right here. I don't know, I always thought these vignettes are really cool. One of the things that I've always neglected to draw was plants and foliage, and right now it's starting to be more obvious and it's kicking my butt. Like everything plant-wise I do is pretty generic looking. Let's have more vines coming down here. I don't know if these are, what are these really? Like, are they vines? Is that what they're called? Does anybody know? let's fix his boots here. It's not going to be too obvious. Oh man, now I got... All right. Let's see what I want to do here. More kind of plant life. Let's get really subtle with the line work. See, I changed my grip to suit my needs. I'm doing something bigger. It doesn't make sense to kind of hold the pen so tight and noodle at it. Trying to do more ink work because that's kind of... I'm inking my graphic novel and everything is coming out stiff. So I'm trying to kind of just force myself to loosen up. And ironically, every time I loosen up, things look better. And when I get tighter, it just gets stiff. And it might be a pen versus brush thing, honestly. Might be not a brush guy. I mean, not a pen guy. It's just harder to kind of get fluid lines through something so technical. I'm going to let it fade to the bottom because it gives the illusion that the environment is mistier. So, and I'm going to like also loosen up my shading and have it taper off too. And make sure to put like cast shadows. If like there's a kind of big boring open space, putting cast shadows from the trees here is a nice way to break up that space like here. Now if I were doing this in a comic, I'd be more careful with my lines, but this is kind of a sketch, so. And no, yes and no, it is kind of an excuse for me to be lazy on these videos. Because honestly, if I sit here and try to focus that hard, I'll be very quiet and this video will be very, very boring. So try to go with the direction of the thing. See, I really don't like the way I'm currently handling pens. I don't know, this looks a lot more dynamic to me. Unless I'm just being self-critical here. I need a thicker pen. That's another annoying thing with pens is that you need to kind of find a thicker and a thinner pen. But with a flexible nib, you can just press harder I'm gonna experiment getting looser like this with my comic work. Now we kind of lost the vines that we had. I'm gonna come in with the kind of correction marker, the white out, and bring these vines out some more. I want to kill the white areas here because they're starting to get distracting. Okay. Come back with more emphasis on the vines here. Black out the corners because I don't want your eyes to go to corners. Kind of bring these vines up front again. Oh, there. That's a kind of nice little vignette. Honestly, I liked it when it was a little bit more open when I was talking about the text thing. But it is what it is. Learn something for the next time. Well, all right. Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully you liked what you saw. And I'll see you again next time, yeah? Thank you.